So today we have Marilyn Crawford with us to discuss her experience with a popular online scam. Marilyn's been a regional counselor in the town of Ajax since 2018, where she's held various positions on committees, mostly in housing, climate change, and community safety. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to be here with us today to share your experience.
Well, I'm sorry I have an experience to share, but you're welcome.
Can you explain how the scam took place?
Sure. So sitting in my couch, I get a phone call and it's Simply Financial calling me. So I pick up the phone and they said, I have an important information about banking information that we need to let you know about. Can you enter the 6-digit code that they text me? So of course I did. And then they said the system would be down for 8 hours or something stupid and hung up. And that I went and I called Simply. And between the time that I'd hung up with that guy and called Simply, not even 10 minutes went by. They took $2,800 out of my line of credit and then proceeded to take three $250 gift cards out of my husband's account because it was joint. The $2,800 was an e-transfer out of our line of credit, so they were able to stop that right away, so that didn't go anywhere. But so far we haven't received the $750 back, and that was on January the 16th. We're on the phone for like 2 hours, and I will say Simply has been really, really good. They had to freeze the unsecured line of credit, and so in order for us to get any access to that again, we had to do like an application. We just started that process. Anyway, that has been going on now since January the 16th.
Almost a month.
Yeah.
Wow. So when they initially contacted you, right, and they asked for that one-time passcode, they were already in your account.
Right. How did that happen?
How did they get your password?
I don't know, except for that maybe I use my same password everywhere.
Yeah, bingo.
So why did they need the 6-digit? If they were already there, how come they needed the 6-digit code?
It could be because your bank requires a one-time passcode to take money out. So some banks, it requires the one-time passcode to get in the first place. So it kind of depends on the institution and how it was set up.
Were there any red flags that this was a scam?
No, none. And when I texted the code, then they told me this stupid thing that was ridiculous, because when Simply's system is going to go down, there's a message that pops up in your banking app that says intermittent services for, like, I know this because I've seen it several times. So when they said that, I thought, okay, there's something wrong here, because that's not how that's not how they work, right? Except for the fact that everyone in my house deals with Simply, none of them got the phone call. That was the biggest thing right there. Like the phone call itself, like it just seemed legit. Like the number was exactly the Simply number. The text they sent me, it looked exactly like the Simply text message that I would have got.
Did you report the scam to the police or anywhere else?
Not to the police, but I did have to call the credit places, the TransUnion and Equifax. I had to go. If you like, should I have gone to the police with that?
Yeah, you absolutely could have. You lost money. Absolutely, yeah. And definitely report it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, because they do lots of data collection, because then they share it with various police organizations around the country.
What advice could you give to others to protect themselves from online scams?
Well, obviously change your password. That makes sense. And don't have the same one for every single account that you have. Don't enter any 6-digit codes. In the world of banking, if you get a call from your bank, instead of doing anything with it, you're better to hang up and call your bank. I mean, that's what I would do now, but I wouldn't have thought to do that then.
Well, and that's why we've been trying to say to groups like, different police associations and whatnot, is the advice that we used to give about, like, look for blurry logos, look for poor grammar, look for spelling mistakes. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, the scammers have gotten, maybe not smarter, but they've certainly gotten better at spelling. And it's that much harder, right? It is harder to spot.
Yeah.
It's not that the scam is more complicated.
What would you say to people who have been in the same position as you, targeted by scammers?
All it takes is being distracted, doing something else, not thinking. Distraction is the biggest tool they have for you. That's what they're hoping for, that you'll just do whatever they say and that's it, right?
But it's mainly to make people feel like they're not alone, right? Like this happens to so many people every day. And people don't want to report it. They don't want to go to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center. They don't want to go to the police because they're feeling embarrassed.
Yes, don't be embarrassed. It probably happens to more people than anybody realizes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So yes, well, thank you for being here, sharing your story, giving all the advice that you could.
You're very welcome.
To meet you.
I'm very sorry I had to do this.
Hopefully it'll help some other people.
Yes.
avoid.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Marilyn.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.